I'm sure you're jumping on YouTube here, you're going online, and you're trying your absolute best to figure out how to rank on Google, get your local business, contractor, home service, to get it to rank at the top of Google search results, particularly in that 3-pack of Google, of course, to generate leads for your business. And every day you go on here and look for the best way to rank on Google. And there's countless videos, there's countless information always telling you that you need to do this to rank for Google. You can rank on Google in 30 days, do this and rank and rank and rank. The constant word here is rank. The problem I have with this word, especially as I've done SEO, website design over years and years of doing this now, what I try to tell business owners, contractors, home service types is that's not the idea here. You're not trying to rank on Google. Google doesn't rank businesses, it recommends businesses. So the whole idea here is, what do I need to do to get recommended by Google? The main thing you should be focusing on is how to get Google to recommend your business. And what I try to tell business owners these days is I try to tell them over and over and over again that Google's not looking for the best business that's doing the best SEO online. It's looking for the best business, period, for whatever that service might be. And it doesn't matter if it's a carpet cleaning business, a nail salon for the ladies, a donut shop, a roofing contractor, a plumber. It does not matter. All Google's looking for is to recommend what it deems to be the best in any service, in any location, and only the 3 best to the end user to protect Google's brand and Google's recommendations. I try to tell business owners over and over and over again that Google does not give a shit about your business. Google cares about one thing and one thing only: Google, its brand and its reputation. And what Google's done over the years is built out a algorithm and a system to isolate and figure out who is the absolute best 3 businesses to recommend for whatever service that might be in a particular location. And the reason I keep saying the 3 best is what I'm saying is that 3-pack of Google. I tell business owners over and over again, it's that 3-pack or bust. That's where you're going to get the vast majority of the leads for the service you provide in your location. You might get a few scragglers here and there underneath the organic part of the first page of Google, but it's that 3-pack or bust, especially on that phone, because that screen is so small and you got limited options a customer can scroll through. So the idea here is to prove to Google that you are the best. You are truly one of the best service providers in that location and be able to earn the 3 spot of Google. And it has nothing to do with the SEO of the website. I mean, it does to some extent, but it's just one factor in many that Google's looking for to represent and showcase to an end user. See, what I try to tell people is that Google wants to remain number 1. It wants to be the number 1 search engine for even it's gone decades now. It wants to continue being the best for years and years to come. And the reason Google's earned its reputation is by always giving the end user the best search possible. So for example, I don't ride motorcycles, but let's say I have a ride motorcycle and I'm at a stoplight and somebody rear ends my motorcycle and I fall over and I get hurt. Now I need legal representation. I need, somebody to pay for my bike and my injuries and all that crap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go online and look for a motorcycle attorney here in Paso Robles, California. I'm going to look. Just as a consumer, I'm so used to Google giving me a good search results that I'm going to trust whatever it gives me. So I'm going to type in motorcycle attorney here in Paso Robles. I'm going to go to that 3-pack. I'm going to look at the 3 in there. I'm going to click on one, book a call for a consultation, close off the session. My search is complete. Google satisfied my search query. It takes that into account and is going to keep representing that attorney because they've built their reputation online and, believe it or not, offline enough for Google to know that they're the 3 best to place there at the top of the search results. So for me to articulate in the best way possible to really show you guys a perfect example of a business and a website that I like to go back to from time to time, because I've seen this done so perfectly well with these guys in an unbelievably brutally competitive market, and it's for a home service type of business. Roofing, one of the most competitive things online. And this business is called Los Gatos Roofing in San Jose, California. Now, I have absolutely nothing to do with this business, the website, nothing. But I like to go look at, when I started to learn SEO, I try to go out there and look for examples of people doing this extremely well in competitive markets, because whoever's showing up at the top of the 3-pack in a competitive market is obviously doing something right. They're doing all the SEO, all this online stuff correctly in order to get found at the top of the search results. And what better example to choose from than a roofing contractor in one of the most populated areas in the United States of America, which is San Jose metro area. I believe there's 2 million people there in the San Jose metro area. So what I've done is I go onto Google and act as if I'm a customer, right? And I just type in roofing contractors in San Jose. These 4 words are searched on Google according to my keywords everywhere tool that I recommend to everybody who wants to do their own SEO and things like that. It's cheap, effective, gives you all this information. 1,300 searches a month. CPC means cost per click. So like these guys right here are paying to get placed above everybody else, and it's costing them about $20 a click. That doesn't mean that's a lead. That's a click. So if I click on this guy's ad, boom, $20 out the window. And it could take 10, 15 clicks for him to generate a lead. Just a lead. Now that guy's got to be good at closing, reach out to the customer and close that deal. So it could take 10 leads at $200 a piece. That's $2,000 out the window. This is why it's important to try to show up organically, because it costs you nothing to get those leads, and you're on here 24/7, 365 days a year. Not only that, people tend to trust whatever shows up organically more than the people paying for ads. The people skip the ads a lot of the times and they just go to here. But you see that their business is ranked right here, and they're number 1 on organics underneath the map listing. Now let's take another search word, roofing company San Jose, 1,300 searches every single month. Again, $20 a click. These people are paying for ads. You see their business is there again. There's their website again. Let's do another keyword here, just roofing San Jose, 1,600 searches a month, about $15 a click. You go through here, there's their business again. Their business again. Let's do roof repair San Jose, 720 a month. About $10 a click. You're going to see these people paying again. You're going to see their business there yet again, and they are in the organic part as well. San Jose roofer. Look at this crazy search. Almost 10,000 searches a month. There's their business yet again, and there is their business again. I bet you anything, these guys get the vast majority of the traffic and clicks for these search words. Why? Because not only are in the 3-pack, they got the most reviews, and they're here organically towards the top. So why is that? Why are these guys at the top? Is it because they're doing the best SEO? Or is it because they are literally one of the best roofers in that location and Google's algorithm has figured it out? You think Google's trillion-dollar company hasn't figured out the best algorithm to showcase who to place here at the three-pack of Google? You think if I started a roofing company in San Jose tomorrow, brand new website, brand new domain, brand new listing, I'm going to find a way to trick Google's algorithm. I'm going to find a way, some SEO tactics, some hacks, geotagging photos, proper schema on my website, and get placed here at the top? Hell no. There's no way. This is fucking game over right here. These guys rule, and they're going to continue to rule unless somebody else overtakes them. But I'm going to show you guys how and why this business is ranking across the board. So let me show you exactly why that is. And then Google's algorithm has figured out how to pick all this stuff up. So the first thing I went ahead and did was I wanted to see how old that domain name is. So this is going to show me approximately how long they've been in business. Now, if you're Google and you're going to recommend somebody towards the top of the search results, you're going to recommend somebody who's been around for a long time. So Los Gatos Roofing, this was registered in January 1998. That's insane. 28 years ago. So what this tells me immediately, that this business has been around for decades. It's probably been around even longer than this. You know, they just happened to jump online in 1998. It's probably family owned and operated, been around for decades and decades and decades. So again, right away. So who you are Google, who are you going to recommend? A business owner has got a domain name that's 2 years old, listing that's been about 2 years, or you're going to recommend a business that's been around online for 30 years and has a domain name registered for decades. Who are you going to recommend? Do you see what I'm saying? Google's trying to figure out who is the best to place at the top of these search results. Okay, so next thing Google's probably looking for is to see if this guy's websites, this company's websites, SEO optimized. Now, these guys have probably been around for decades. They probably pay for this SEO stuff years and years and years ago. They're probably way ahead of the curve. That's why they're one of the best businesses in this location for roofing, right? So right off the bat, just from looking at this website, I already know it's 100% SEO optimized. I look at the title tag up here. It says roofing company, San Jose. These are more likely H1 title tags. They got content here. These are probably H2s. Roofing contractor, San Jose. Top rated roofing contractor, San Jose. These are probably H3s. more content, backlinking to other pages. So it's 100% SEO optimized. It's looking good. It's got all the proper services that they offer, things like that. 100% SEO optimized. They spent the time, energy, and effort on a really well optimized website, and they're really telling Google that they know their industry. This is what they want to get found for these roofing services in that location of San Jose. And of course, they connected this to the listing, which relays that information to it. Another thing I'm going to look for is the number of pages this website has. Let's take a look. It says 237 pages. All I just put site semicolon in front of their domain name, and it tells me all the pages that they have. So from what I've seen here, just from all the pages that they have, what this tells Google's algorithm is, number one, they spent time, energy, and effort on their website. Number two, they've built up topical authority, topical relevance, the SEO stuff that people talk about. This proves to the algorithm that these guys know their shit inside and out. They probably have pages for the most obscure type of service, the most obscure location. They have hundreds of pages online to really prove to Google that they know their industry inside and out. Again, now you're Google. You have a business that just started, even though they have a 15-page website. Now you have this website that's been around for 3 decades, and they have 200 pages. Who are you going to recommend? You have to think about that kind of stuff. And let's see, just take a look at this page here, just a random blog post. Even though blog posts are not important these days, when they did it, it must have been important. You could tell it's 2018 when they did it. You can see they create a little article, and there's a link that points back to their main homepage. So they're building up topical authority. Whether they knew it at the time or not, they were doing it by accident or by just, they hired a good SEO company back in the day. They figured that stuff out. So they built up that reputation online. Here's another massive ranking factor that people just, especially people, local businesses that really want to rank at the top right away. It's going to take time. You're going to need reviews. And you can see just from what I've seen here that they have the most reviews when it comes to roofing contractor. And the reviews play a massive, massive, massive role in getting recommended by Google and ranking here in this 3-pack of Google. And I theorize, and I'm pretty sure this is true, that Google keeps track of where these reviews are coming from, right? 299 reviews, it keeps track of the velocity of them, right? So if you have a business that just got a listing 6 months ago, and you wake up in the morning at 75 reviews in only like 60 days, it's going to look a little sketchy, right? They've probably been getting these reviews 10, 20 every month, especially with roofing. You're not going to do that many roofs every month, right? Compared to like a junk removal or a donut shop, right? And Google's algorithm, you think Google's algorithm doesn't know the industries? I'm pretty damn sure it knows. So maybe they're getting, 3, 4, 5 reviews on a monthly basis for years and years and years and years and years. They see that consistency, that velocity of the type of reviews that they're getting, and it grows to trust Google even more. They're doing it sporadically compared to a business that just started and all of a sudden they have 300 reviews too, and in only a year. Either they're doing something sketchy and Google's not going to trust it. I wouldn't trust it, as compared to this one with 399 reviews. And again, I'm sure Google knows where these reviews are coming from based on the IP address or where those people actually made the review, where they live. Google keeps track of all this shit, so it knows everything. So here's another ranking factor. If you go online, people are going to tell you that you need to get backlinks. You need to get backlinks. You need to get backlinks and this, and that. Okay, that's very, very true. But it's the type of backlinks that you get. You need to get trustworthy backlinks from locally relevant websites or websites that are related to your industry. That's just based on what I see. Now, doing all these backlinks is going to cost you a ton of money. And people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. And this business has done exactly that. So I go in and I check out all the backlinks that this business has got. One of many reasons it's proving to Google that, number one, they're locally in that area. Number two, they're participating in their community. They're doing things that people used to do back in the old days. They used to sponsor things, sponsor schools, sponsor events, sponsor things to get their banners out there so people could see their business. But they're doing it online. So when you go on here, this is Los Gatos Little League team. Los Gatos is a smaller town about 5 miles away from San Jose. It's a metro area. So if you go through here, you could tell that they donated to this Little League team, probably helped buy their uniforms or whatever it might be. And there they are. There's their business, Los Gatos Roofing. So in exchange for the sponsorship, this league here placed their banner on their website to show their support. It's a win-win for everybody. Here's another one. San Jose American Little League. If you scroll through here, you're going to see that they donated here as well. Let's take a look. There it is right there. Los Gatos Roofing yet again. And I looked into this because I helped a contractor in this location. It was about $500 to donate to this team. Well worth it. Let's go to Better Business Bureau. They got a listing on there, A+ rating. They probably set this up. They probably paid for the premium package here at the BBB. You think Google doesn't keep track of this? You think Google doesn't look at these types of things? Like, okay, if I'm going to recommend business, I better look elsewhere to see if they've gotten recommendations. They paid for extra things to get showcased on other platforms. They got a good reputation online. Let's take a look. And obviously they have one here with the BBB. Now you're going to see here, there's some cycling event that takes place out there in Los Gatos. It's another city about 5-6 miles away from San Jose. I don't know if there's some kind of charity event for something, but I go on here and I look. They're part of the race sponsors. Let's take a look. You're going to see right here, men's category number 3, Los Gatos Roofing. So look like they sponsored this page to let people know they are participating in that community and getting the backlink in return. Here's another one. Alameda, Little League softball and baseball for the girls' leagues, right? Alameda is another small town in the outskirts of San Jose. They've donated here as well. Who knows how much they spent, but you're going to see that they donated here on there's Los Gatos Roofing yet again. And if you keep going and going, you're going to see all the donating, all the stuff that they've been participating in their local community. There it is again, Los Gatos Roofing. And they got a Chamber of Commerce link at San Jose. Now, let me tell you guys right now, I think this Chamber of Commerce link costs about $900. Are they going to pay for it? Hell yeah, of course they are. This is San Jose. There's 2 million people there. It's very competitive, and it's well worth it to them. And they probably renew it every year. There's their link for their website, and it proves to Google that these guys are in this area and they're participating in the area. Now they have a soccer league out here. I don't know if this is MLB soccer, San Jose Earthquakes. I don't know anything about soccer. Soccer sucks ass. I don't watch it, but you scroll through here, and you're going to see that they're listing in the community here, Los Gatos Roofing, yet again. You see what I mean? Here's another charity event, Santa Clara Valley. This is, I think, another kind of charity event. Santa Clara Valley is another city in the outskirts of San Jose. You scroll through here, look at it's sponsored here. Let's take a look. I saw them earlier. They are right here. Los Gatos Roofing, 115 years in business. Now I'm starting to believe them. Los Gatos Roofing, there they are yet again. And you keep going and going and going. I've noticed that they have Chamber of Commerce links and some of the other outskirts cities in that location. Really proven to Google, even though if they're doing it by intention or not, they're still doing it. Local people in that area get to know their brand. They see it. You know, some of those kids' softball teams, they probably go out there and they see a banner on the outfield. Their roofing looks like shit, so they're like, oh, Los Gatos, they donate to this kids' league team. I'm going to call them up. I'm going to look them up on Google so people know their brand. I bet you anything, if I really go look into the search results of this business, I bet you they get found a lot by their specific name, probably because their vehicles are wrapped, because they've been doing so much advertising in all these local events, local community. People know them by name, so they probably don't even bother going to look for a roofing contractor in San Jose. They just type in Los Gatos Roofing in San Jose, see the listing on there. Google takes that into account, that people are looking up this business by name, and it's going to favor this business as well. But do you see what I mean about trying to get recommended by Google? This is why I love looking at this website, looking at the things that they've done offline, online, to get ranked at the top of one of the most brutally competitive markets I see for roofing in that area. But just based on what I just showed you, right? Everything you just learned about this business. If you just happen to move to San Jose tomorrow and somebody walked up to you and say, hey, do you know a good roofer in this area? Just from what I showed you right now, wouldn't you recommend Los Gatos Roofing just based on everything I found? All the sponsorship, their website, their reviews, how long have they been in business, all of that stuff, right? You see how Google works? Google figures this out. They figured out how to do this. I don't know how the hell these eggheads figure this shit out, but that's exactly what they do. So you as a business owner, you have to stop thinking about ranking. I mean, yes, you want to rank, but the whole idea here is to get recommended by Google. Prove to Google that you're one of the 3 best businesses in that location. Is the SEO and the website that you built for your business play a huge role? Yes, it does. But you also have to think about everything else. You know, don't let these people online tell you that, oh, just as long as you build a website, you're going to rank. No, it's bullshit. You have to be a good business. The great thing about being a contractor or home service and trying to get ranked on Google and get recommended by Google is that This is an extreme example. This is 2 million people. From when I looked on here to look for the amount of roofers in that location, there was over 100 roofers in that metro area. So this guy's competing against 99 other roofing companies in that location. Fortunate for you guys that you only have to do a small fraction of what this guy has done. Let's say I'm a roofing contractor in Santa Barbara, California. Santa Barbara, California has only got 90 to 100,000 people. I would only need to do a fraction of this. I might only need a 20-page, 30-page website, a handful of reviews, a link of the Chamber of Commerce, and that might be it, because no other roofers even thinking about some of this stuff right here. And there's probably only like 10, 15 roofers in that location. And there's industries that are completely wide open still. Stuff like concrete contractors, paving contractors. Those types of industries they're so uncompetitive. Even the most basic stuff will get you ranked at the top. This is like the most extreme, most competitive example that I can give it to you guys. But I like to study this one because it shows me and it proves to me that Google's looking for the best. It's not looking for the best SEO. It's looking for the best business in that location for whatever service it is. Again, it doesn't matter if you're selling donuts, doing ladies' nails, carpet cleaning, roofing contractor, junk removal, car detailing. It does not matter. Google uses the same algorithm for every business as far as I can tell, especially the home services, which I specialize in helping businesses to get found for on Google. So if you're a business owner who's looking to build out their own website, build out a really well structured SEO optimized website to get that foundation going of getting found on Google, I show people exactly how to build a website from scratch, step by step. You go to the description below. You can get that done around there. But if you're a contractor, home service, local business that kind of understands this, they really want to get to the top, want to get recommended by Google, you could book a call with me. I could take a look at your business. We'll see what it needs and what your competition looks like and what it needs for you to overtake some of those top spots at the top. It gets you in front of those people looking for the service you provide the moment they're looking for that business or that service. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. My rant for today. Till next time.